So why don't we recap what happened last week, just for the ones who were here, and also for Curtis who wasn't here. So, who wants to go? Kate, you probably will recap last time. So.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Okay.
have to.
Yeah, because it's been 2 weeks. But I have notes. So we started in the aftermath of the murder, right? Of that shop owner. My character went out the back after looking around for anything interesting, and then the rest of the party went out to inform the city guard, or the equivalent of their police officers, that something terrible has happened. And they introduced themselves as delegates from Livernia, and the police officers immediately made the connection and passed the whole situation over to our superiors over on the boat. So they dealt with it while we waited on the boat.
Nice.
I rejoined the party when it was clear that we were not going to be taken to prison immediately. And then we were told not to do that again. And Artie now has weekly compulsory magic lessons at the Majorum. And we need to meet with a judge in a week's time. And then we talked to a bunch of strangers. Just like we just cornered a bunch of people and asked them questions about local culture. We got some interesting answers. And now stuff I'll go into because I don't want to ramble. And then we went to the Stoics to ask them for answers, and they were willing to talk about the stuff that everyone in the city is like, oh no, that's a faux pas to talk about. We can't do that. But the Stoics wanted money for answers, and at some point it was too much money, so we have left them now.
Thanks.
Oh, we also killed some dogs.
All right. Okay. Makes sense. Get some information, kill some dogs. Yeah. True diplomats.
Also, to be fair, the saying you met the Stoics is a bit misleading. You met one person.
We met one.
Yeah, you met one person who basically told you that, like, nah, we don't want you around here. Go away. But was still willing to answer some questions for some money. So
better than nothing.
Yeah. So all's good. But yeah, that is where we left off. And you were just heading now back to the city. And there's like time-wise, you technically have a couple of days here before you are expected to go and make a report again and get your weekly salary and such. But I suggest we take that as just downtime so we can get Curtis in on this a little faster. I know there's a couple of things you could have done during this time, but we'll say that you were doing what you do and trying to find out more information, but you just hit some dead ends during this time. So instead, we're just gonna jump straight to when you're going to the ship to make a report, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless anyone has something that they really want to do before that. Nope.
No, that's fine.
All right. Well, when you arrive at the ship, Grimhand, as usual, is meeting you there. Basically, Grimhand is this dwarf who seems to kind of be like second in command to the ambassador, and is the person who the team has actually been talking to. The ambassador met the team once on the voyage over, and then now met them for kind of a talking with the principal as they did some light murdering. So beyond that, they have just been handling things with Grimhand, who seems to be pretty like stoic character in the sense that he usually just kind of listens in on what they report and then just is like, okay, good, or such, and well he has also given some like feedback on like maybe you should try this, given some ideas about such, but overall doesn't seem to be very talky as a person. Zel would also most likely, I would say that for Zel, you haven't necessarily even met the ambassador directly.
Oh.
I would say that might be a thing that you haven't like actually you haven't had like face to face. Like you've seen her, of course, and been in her presence, but you haven't necessarily had the same sort of meeting as these others had. But you probably have had meetings with Grimhand, though. But you're not here right now, as the others present their report. And so yeah, Grimhand asks if you're here to give your report.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Should I do it already, or do you want to?
I can do it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Erwin and Arya are like, not gonna say anything.
They are magically silenced.
Yeah.
Between now and when we last saw you, we went to these like weird elves out in the middle of nowhere, and they had a lot of answers to some of our questions. Like, we asked them why their Warforged are like called the Reborn. Apparently, they said that they like bring back anybody who's fatally wounded, but they don't have like any of their memories. So apparently the Warforged are like old war heroes and such, I guess. But they can't be dead. So they gotta be like still alive before they turn into a Warforged. We also heard some rumors about like the Black Hood, who might be our thief, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about all I can remember. Do you have anything, Talia?
I came across a Warforged on the street, and when he thought no one was looking, he was muttering to himself that trying to remember something. And when I said hello, his posture immediately changed, and it seemed like he was trying to remember something. It seemed like he was trying to remember his name, and so maybe the memory wipe isn't always 100% effective.
Grimhand says, right. very good. Of course, since your last report, there were other events as well that happened, but I can write those down myself. It is you found out some good information. I would advise you not to jump into too many conclusions based on the report of one person who you yourself called weird as well. So perhaps some more information needs to be found out about those, but do be careful in delving too deep too fast. We are here for several months to still, so we have time. We have plenty of time to find out things. As you know, Kalon has been officially reported missing, and the ambassador told you that you are going to be receiving a new member into your group. If you wait here for a moment, I will go and fetch this person. So Grimhand leaves, goes into the ship, or in the ship goes sort of deeper in, and finds Zel and says, at this point, Zel, you have already been told that you're like being sent out to join a group. And now Grimhand comes over and says, your group is here. Follow me.
Oh, finally. It's about time. Oh.
And then they come back. And do you want to describe what Zel looks like?
Well, it's a lizard folk. If you've seen them before, they're kind of humanoid lizards. It's kind of not like a dark green, but more dark than light. It's wearing. I don't know if he would have got like area-wide clothes yet, so it'd probably be more in his typical gear, like what you might see from a mercenary camp type thing. You know, he hasn't had the chance to go shopping just quite yet. And he's probably got, if he's got his gear with him, he might have like a little short bow maybe on his back, and but he carries himself quite brazenly. Yeah. Though I'm also maybe a little paler than he would usually be at the moment.
So so for the others, seeing a lizard folk is nothing too unusual. There are some who live in the Empire of Colton, towards the like southeastern parts of the continent. There's some like swampy areas where you might know that there's like, for example, there's some villages of lizard folk who are known for kind of working as mercenaries for anyone who pays them. And I'm gonna ask for a history check from both of you, other than Zel.
Yeah.
Adi?
Oh, I think I'm in the wrong campaign somehow.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
realize. Oh, you were in the old one. Ah, of course.
Let me fix
What did you
that.
roll?
I just got a 3.
Okay.
Great.
All right. We'll take that as it is. Yeah. So that's about it. What you know about them. We'll see about the two others if they happen to know something more about these lizard folk people. But something that all three of you would probably know. I imagine that the party has found out a little bit about this, and I imagine that this is something that Zel would have been interested in as well, and would have heard about it. Is that towards the western part of this continent of Armaven, there apparently are also some lizard folk settlements. So, although you haven't, I'd say you probably haven't met any lizard folk around here. You know that they are, they live on this continent, and as such, a lizard folk in the city is not going to be as unusual as a tabaxi. So
Yeah.
there's a level of difference there in that if Zel walks up to somebody, they are not going to be like, I've never seen a walking cat.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's so yeah. Grimhand brings Zel over and says, here is Team C. You are going to be a part of it. You are replacing missing member, and the team will brief you on whatever you need.
Sounds
For
good.
the
Hello.
for the rest of you, as said, good work finding out the information. Now, you should probably focus on trying to get back to the good graces of the Duke by completing his mission as fast as possible. Do not forget about Adi having to visit the Majorum, and also your visit with the judge.
I also wanted to ask, did you have like what did you tell them about what happened?
Grimhand says, I believe the ambassador told the truth
Okay.
and told everything about what happened.
Okay. All right. Good to know. For that meeting with the judge. Okay. Now I just got to remember what Aurea said to the ambassador.
So I think we'll actually, if need be, we'll skip over the meeting with the judge because I'd like everybody to be present for it. So I think we'll do that actually next week, regardless. So no pressure on it today, as players, but.
What's your name?
Nice to meet you. I am Zel Salazsar. And then he'll put a hand out, but I don't. Good grasp. Good grasp. That's a vaccine.
Eagerly shake your hand.
Ooh, firm handshake. Well then, I suppose I will follow you at this time for to get an understanding of what is you got going on here.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have many leads on the thing we're supposed to be working on, but
Oh.
maybe we can. I don't know. Well, Artie, you've got your magic lessons in a couple days, I guess, if I've done them. So, I wonder if we're going to be going in with you or not. Who knows?
Who knows?
What do you do, Zel?
What do I do? Well, as of now, I am a diplomat. Of course, I was held in reserve, but I'm not one to hold grudges. No, definitely not. Up until now, my efforts were wasted. I was what's it? The guy is Grimhand isn't here, is he?
No, Grimhand.
Okay.
left, yeah.
Yes, wasted efforts moving box to here, crates to there. Whatever laborious task was required.
Oh, you've
But
been
now-
staying on the boat since we got here?
Have I?
I'd say that probably yeah. Like I think you have probably been allowed to like go around like the docks area near the ship, so you would probably know that area better than these other people do at this moment.
Yes, unfortunately so. I had to stay close by in case I was needed, and now I
Did
am.
you go to the party?
Party? I missed a party? Wow, God.
This is the first I'm hearing.
Oh, I thought all the diplomats went to the party.
I was not informed there was a party. My God. Are there more?
Artie's just making it worse.
You didn't miss much. There was weird banana juice and weird music where they were just talking fast. And
I love banana juice. This is such a shame. That's fine. There will be more parties. I'm sure.
yeah. I mean, if we can get in good with the Duke, find him that thief that didn't actually manage to steal anything, and maybe we'll get invited to more parties.
A thief? Huh?
Oh yeah, have you not been briefed on that thing? I'll go over it. So while we were at the party, we kind of went to another room to talk, and this halfling came out, and he had a bunch of valuables in his arms, and he kind of froze when we saw him. He went, "Oh, you can see me," and then dropped everything, went invisible, and gone. Or not invisible. It, at first glance, seemed more like teleportation. Then people came in, and I don't think any alarms went off. They just noticed actually, I shouldn't say that.
No, speak freely.
Because I don't know. I'm wildly speculating. So they came in, they asked us what happened. We told them what happened, and they asked us to find the guy.
Oh.
So we've been trying to do that, but it's a little hard.
You have no leads on him?
No, we were told to talk to this one guy who was like a well-known archer. I don't remember why he would have. I don't remember why we were asked to talk to him. Anyways, I'm sorry. It was multiple weeks ago. I'm so sorry. So we went and talked to him, and he said that pulling off something like that, breaking into the Duke's house, which is supposed to be warded to hell and back, there's no way to get in or out or like steal anything.
Yeah,
so so he said something along the lines of, the Black Hood, which is like a boogeyman kind of, Robin. Black Hood is like a kind of boogeyman thief, local legend. He said, that sounds like something that people would say the Black Hood did, but that's all we've got. But we really have no good reason to think that the Black Hood is this person. So.
By the way, Zel, you don't exactly know why there was an open position here.
Oh, that's true. Yes, and I could be tactful, but I won't. So, yes, as we're walking, I imagine I'd be like, but I know that there's someone that has left the group. Yeah. So, while I am obviously happy to finally be utilized, what happened to your other member?
He ran away. He got scared.
He literally just up and left. Which he kind of did from time to time. Like, that wasn't abnormal at first, that he just kind of, we turned around, okay, Alon's not there. That was kind of normal, but then he didn't come back.
Oh. Well, that should hopefully not be something you worry about with me. Us lizard folk never run.
Always face danger head on.
Absolutely. Can't show you back. Really? So this is where so I was thinking back about how he was put on the reserve list as opposed to someone that ran away. He's like, yes. Not bitter at all. Well then. So you have no pressing matters to attend to now?
I'm supposed to go to a magic lesson at the Magirium.
Yes, you are.
Oh. Is that like is that like a way to gather information? You say dropped yourself up to magic lessons?
It is. We are going to use it as a way to get information. The reason we are doing it is that Artie, there was an incident where Artie cast a spell where he did not know he was casting a spell, and it had unfortunate effects, and now he is being forced to have magic lessons.
Oh, like an awakening. Very good. Yeah. So,
if he asks you to read his book, do not read the book.
It's just a normal book.
It is not a normal book, Artie.
Look, there's nothing wrong with the book, and he'll page through it, and he'll prestidigitation on himself to make his hair blue or something. See? It lets you do spells. It's super cool.
That does seem super cool.
So one place where that's like immediately next on your schedule is that you probably want to go to the treasurer to get your salary.
Oh, right, of course.
And then after that,
our
I would
money,
also,
how can we forget?
After that, I would also remind you that you have rent to pay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
I thought we were told we weren't getting paid this week.
I think we were told that we were getting docked or something. Like, what was? I guess we'll clarify that with the treasurer. Let's go talk to the treasurer.
Yes.
Well, you might get paid because you're new.
I hope so, for I am quite poor. Kind of the opposite of why I came here.
Okay, so you go and you talk to Fula, who is the kind of quartermaster, treasurer person, gnome down here in the ship, and he says he just greets you by saying, "May Walkeen shine your gold. Your team C accept the new member, right?"
It's a pleasure.
Yes,
I hear you're the one
I've
that
seen you
handles-
around. You've helped carry some stuff around here. Sorry, I've never heard you. Never heard your name.
Yes. It's Zel Salazsar. Maybe with the help that I provided, you could spare an extra few coins my way.
Well, yes. Well, let me see what the ledger says. He pulls out this big book and starts going through it and says, Team C. Yes, good. So your weekly pay for this week is 500 gold pieces. And for Zel, I am allowed to give you an extra 500 gold pieces for any initial costs, and that will come to a total of 1,000 gold pieces. And I will simply remove that from your debt, so you will gain nothing, and you now owe 1,000 gold pieces.
Wait, what?
I bought a very expensive drone.
Out of my wages? You robbed me? We've just met and you have robbed me. So, we've come for our wages and you are charging us.
Fula says, oh, no. You had a debt of 2,000 gold pieces for Team C, and now it is at 1,000 gold pieces. Very, very, very well done. Good job.
Yeah, it sounds like just kind of like frozen up. It's like, I have nothing. I have now less than nothing. I have negative 1,000 gold. I've taken on debt on my first 5 minutes. Boy, withered scales. Well, I don't suppose we could get an advance.
You won't put yourself more into it.
Fula says, certainly, if there is, as said, if there is at any point anything pressing that requires extra funds, you can always request them. And if it is something critical for your mission, we can provide it.
Can we just defer the debt so Sal gets some cash?
Oh, you want to take 500 gold pieces from it and give that to Salazar?
Yeah, just defer the debt until later.
Yes. See, I would say it's quite critical that I am able to buy food to live, to do the mission.
We have pocket money.
Oh.
Yeah, we have some money. It'll be okay. But I understand that you want your upfront bonus.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
wait a minute. So not only is first Talia puts you in this huge debt, and now is also like, I understand you might want your money, but don't worry.
yeah.
No, don't
Yes,
worry. No.
yeah.
You want to pay this debt.
Yeah. You must carry the burden of the group with us all.
Fula says, how will it be? Either way works for me. Do you want 500 gold, or shall I deduct it from your debt?
Let's see. Do you guys have lodging?
Yes, and I believe we have enough money for rent. Hang on, I wrote down how much the rent was, and I don't think we spent that much at the Stoics.
Um,
200.
Okay.
Erevan at least has that money,
Yeah.
so I can I can deduct it from Erevan at this point, and then you can discuss that with Ali next time
Okay.
when it comes to the rent.
All right, fine.
Yes. Well, if lodging is covered, and you have enough pocket money to keep us satiated, as long as there's not any pressing costs, I guess 2 weeks to actually get some gold. Oh. Well, I suppose I have waited as long as I have till now. What is 2 extra weeks?
Sure.
It's like, yes.
Okay.
But you will have to spot me if I run into any needed costs.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Indeed. Quite.
I mean, you can have this, Nari.
Zel is rethinking whether staying on the ship and just working manual labor is better.
Well, yes, I was making a pittance, but I wasn't making negative. But,
You can have this, and Artie will give you like 10 platinum.
10. Oh. Ah. I like you, my smooth-skinned friend. Yes. I'll pocket this, and I won't forget it, unless I do. All right, 10 platinum. All right, then.
Fula says, well then, all right, I will deduct 1,000 gold pieces from your debt, and is there anything else I can help you with? Any items you would like to requisition?
Can we? Is arranging transportation something that's going to be like really easy? Like, is it going to be really cheap and easy? Just like get horses and stuff. If we want to, like, I don't know, go out of town for a tiny bit of time.
Are you asking Fula that?
No, I'm asking you, Duke. Like from what I've seen of the city, does that seem like something easy, or is this something I would have to ask Fula for transportation?
You haven't. I would say that you're not really quite sure, but it's probably not going to be anything like insanely expensive, because like regular people may hire such services.
Right. Okay.
So you probably
I'll
don't
keep
need
my
to ask
mention.
for like extra money.
Okay. Okay. Then I am done.
Where do we go? Because I don't think I've got anything I particularly need.
We can fast forward to the magic lesson.
Well, you need to
Show
fast
you where-
forward to you paying rent.
Oh, right. Yes, paying rent.
Yeah. So I figured as you all kind of started to accrue some weekly and monthly expenses, we can just kind of put it all in like one here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove 5 gold pieces from Arya. Assuming that Arya is still going to continue on or take up the offer of doing some training with Ranger Brom. So that was discussed, and then indeed you're going to go and pay 200 gold pieces right now for rent. I don't think you had anything else that's a running cost right now, because Audie has free lessons. Free education.
Nice.
The secret was doing crime so that you can get free magic lessons.
The ultimate con.
Erwin, Talia, and Zel don't really have anything right now, but if you want, that is actually like a good idea for kind of having an idea of how you're gaining some sort of new knowledge or skills that translate into you leveling up. So
Right.
if you think of some some kind of weekly activity you might want to do while Arya is training with the ranger, while Arya is having magic lessons. Yes, I am telling you already right now, Arya is going there alone. Also, they don't need to actually happen exactly at the same time, but for simplicity's sake. So if you come up with anything you want to do for that, then that's going to be good. But you go and you give a very stunned and non-reactive Erevan just walks around with you, and you grab 200 gold from his pocket and hand it over to your landlord. And the landlord tells you, they say that, thank you for paying on time. I hate to do this, but the guilds have just announced that they are going to be increasing their prices. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to reactively also increase my prices. There's the costs of everything are going up in the whole city. The guilds, they control it all, and what they say goes. I don't know if you've heard, but I heard that a shopkeeper has been killed, and the
Oh
guilds,
my god.
the guilds, they want to send a message to anyone who would do something
Do such a
to the
thing.
merchants.
Do such a thing.
It's disgusting.
Yes, I'm very
Terrible.
sorry, but I'm going to have to ask for 250 gold next month.
Next month. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh.
We'll deal with that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but like I said, it's the guilds, and the prices are going up everywhere in the city right now because of this. Everything's going to be a little bit more expensive.
I understand.
Yeah. Just temporarily, though, right?
Oh, well, I hope so. I really hope so.
Oh. Darn. Well, I'll drop off some of my stuff in this lodging.
You basically have like a whole apartment to yourselves, and I've made a DM promise that anything you put there is going to be safe. So
Yeah.
you can leave. You can leave anything you want in there, from money to equipment and everything. So what is how does Zel, like we've established sort of this sort of basic setup that everybody, or standard setup that everybody's running around in. For Artie, it's rags. for most others, it's like regular clothes and maybe a hidden dagger somewhere. But what's it gonna be for Zel then?
Ooh.
We've been warned that it's off-putting to people when we're carrying weapons.
That makes sense. Yes, well, I don't think I need any of my weapons. If I need to fight, I've got what's it? My natural set of daggers. As he shows a grin, teethy grin. I'll leave my armor. I got a chest. I don't think I'll need to bring that with me.
Whole chest?
Yeah, apparently. I just was lugging that around for all the gold I was hoping to have. I'll keep, yes. So, yeah, no, leave my bow, my armor, my dagger, my chest. Just keep my clothes.
Background did you choose? You just got a chest.
I chose the diplomat's pack. Apparently came with a chest.
Apparently.
I was just lugging that around. Yeah, but I've got my writing instruments and a lamp. And some, yeah, basically the bare necessities.
All right. Yeah, I like that it's just a chest without anything actually like
Yeah, just like it's just a chest.
particularly much else with it.
But who knows, maybe we'll come across a need for a chest, and look at that, I've become prepared.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
Well, if there's no pressing places to be,
Well, if Artie's doing his magic lessons alone, no. Should I wait for the group to do this? No, I'm just gonna go do it. I want to see about getting transportation, and I want to investigate that person that the Stoic said lives a half day's journey east.
So are you just gonna like do this? You're just gonna sort of sneak away from the rest of the group to do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
If you want to try and if the other players want to try and check me on that, then
No, I mean I imagine that like normally your group sometimes like splits up for different errands and such. And
I'm also
you
like
can
thinking specifically what Talia would want to do, and I don't think she'd want to bring anyone with her.
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is gonna go great for me.
And then we never saw Talia again.
Talia again.
What was I gonna say? Well,
but I'll take my weapon. I'll take my bigger weapons with me. I just realized I'll take my rapier.
Sure. I mean, you probably don't do that for like finding out about the transportation first.
Right? No, not yeah. When I actually
Yeah.
set out.
So sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with Talia's solo, a bit of Talia's solo adventure here. So,
I'll try to make this quick.
a quick death. What is it?
Yeah.
So you kind of ask around specifically for like horses or such.
Yeah.
Sure.
If that seems common. Actually, that's what I would be used to. So.
Do you actually like ask around about like more specifically? Like, do you while you're asking around, do you like tell people what you're doing, like what your plan is? Where do you want to? What do you want this horse for?
I'll tell them that it's for a half day's journey because that seems relevant for them, for how long I would want the horse for, but I'm not going to tell them where I'm going.
They would ask you what direction you're going.
All right, well, because I'm not familiar with the place, and just in case, I'll say east.
Yeah. So they would at that point point you towards the Trader's Gate, and they would point out there is, and you have actually seen some stables there, and they are in that walled off section. And if you remember, I've described how if you're going out of a city on your right side, so the south side of the walled off section here, like this area is more that's the one that's like full of just houses and just dark alleys and such. But then on the northern side there is there's some stables, some horses around there, and you are told that apparently those are you are able to hire those for a while.
Yeah.
And on the northern side there's also like some other stuff around there, but it seems to be the more reputable side of that area. So even though you've been told to stay on the road when you go true to the Trader's Gate, it seems like it'll probably be safe to visit the stables there.
Yeah. I go to the stables, I get a horse. How much is the horse?
They would be willing to let's see, guilds raising prices because of murder. They would
Best way to get your players to behave, take away their money.
Or money they don't have. Yeah.
So they ask if you want to rent or hire like somebody to take you, as in like a cab situation, because then they are giving you a fare that will be based on the distance traveled. They would be willing to also lend you a horse, but it is a little bit pricey because it's kind of like, well,
it's like
there's no guarantee that you there's no guarantee that you're coming back.
Yeah. Sure. I'll take the taxi driver with me.
Yeah, and also the question is, is Talia? Does Talia know how to ride a horse?
Oh,
Is that something that you would have done in
no.
your times as a geologist?
No, I would not know how to ride.
Okay, yeah.
Unless it's like a common thing for people to have learned. No.
I would say not necessarily. Like,
Yeah.
it depends on what your like previous life has been like, but for Talia, I don't say necessarily that she would know.
No, I don't see any reason she would know. So no,
Yeah,
she doesn't
so
know
it would
how
probably
to
be
ride a horse.
be fair enough to take the cab. In that case, they are giving you a kind of quote that the trip is going to likely cost you about 5 gold pieces. There and back again.
Yeah, okay. I hand that to them now, 5.
All right, so Talia is off, although probably at another day, so you have more time. But yeah, so for the others, at some point you notice that Talia's gone missing for a while.
Oh no, it's happened again.
I'll leave a note. I'll leave a note saying I'll be back in a couple days.
Oh.
Couple of days?
Can
Wait a
we
minute.
retcon that I did that, please?
I mean, you can, but like, why would you write couple of days if it's half a way of walking?
It's half. Yeah. Oh, it's half day's walk.
Yeah.
Oh. Then yeah, I don't need to leave a note. Yeah.
There we go.
Later, losers.
All right. Artie, though. So Artie is, at some point during this week here, is told to go to the mage room. So do you just automatically go there alone, or do you want to go with the rest of the group?
Do you want us to drop you off?
Sure.
Bring you a packed lunch. Yes.
All right, so everybody goes over there to the mage room. You weren't really given any sort of like instructions about what to do, though, and as you remember, the whole place is kind of closed off.
Is there a front door?
There's several doors. It's hard to really call any of them the front door.
Have you been here before, Artie?
Yeah. And I'll go to the door that he went through the first time. I'll knock on the door.
Yeah. There is so one a person comes out or opens the door and says, sorry, the auction is over.
Oh, I'm here for some magic lessons.
Oh, who are you exactly?
I'm Artie. Hi.
Hi, Artie. Who were you told to meet here?
I don't know. They just said come here for magic lessons, so I'm here.
The person who opened the door seems very confused about all of this and says, why don't you wait there? I'm gonna go and ask around a little bit. Just a moment.
Okay.
They close the door. And
Are you sure we came to the same right place, Artie? They don't seem to know you.
Yeah, this is the right place.
All right. I suppose we will wait.
So, a few moments later, an elf comes and opens up the door. A man who looks to be very sort of prim and properly dressed up, and seems to, like, your immediate reaction is like, okay, this is, first of all, this is your like stereotypical haughty high elf. Like that's your immediate reaction. Like you're like, okay, well, this is one of those elves again. And they open up the door and they look at the group and they'd probably look at Erevan and say like, Artie?
Oh, I'm Artie. Hi.
The elf looks
Camera
at
pans down.
looks at Artie and kind of looks down his nose and says, I see. Well, I am Examiner Halov. I will be instructing you. Now, why don't we begin your first lesson? Please, come in. The rest of you are not permitted. Goodbye.
Oh, well, bye, Artie.
Oh, okay. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
So, Hallow takes you inside. So, this first room, as you remember, is this sort of nondescript little chamber where the people were just coming in to give their like buy-in into the auction. But then behind that opens up a much more grand-looking hall, and overall the building looks very impressive from inside, and this sort of entrance hall that you're in looks very impressive, and it's probably something that Artie has never really seen much anything similar. There's fine art around. You see some like statues, some sculptures, all kinds of interesting looking things, and then there's also a bunch of like magical decorations as well going around. And Examiner Halov just tells you that we are going to the second floor. There's an instruction hall there. Please do not wander around. You will be stopped if you are not being escorted.
Okay.
How close do you look around, or is there something specific that you're looking for around here?
Just gaze around the room, checking out all the weird stuff that he has no idea what they are or what they mean. But he'll stick close to Halov.
Yeah, so basically what the sort of basic layout of this place seems to be that there is there's some stairs going up, and as said, like this whole tower is pretty tall, so there's a lot of floors up above. You don't immediately see any sort of stairs leading downwards. But yeah, as I said, there's a lot of like decorations and such going on, and there's actually quite a lot of people walking around here. A lot of magey looking people, and you get the sense, as you have sort of observed this place before as well from the outside, you get the sense that there's like more people on the inside than you've ever seen walk in and out of this place. Like there's quite little movement going from like in and out of this place. So there's a surprising amount of people here. You were maybe expecting, from what you've seen, you were maybe expecting there's going to be like 20 people inside here, but there's a lot more. But yeah, eventually Halov just takes you over upstairs to the second floor and leads you into a small little classroom place. And he closes the door and says, please tell me about your training and your capabilities.
I just know a few spells.
And where were you
right
trained?
Nobody. I don't think anybody trained me.
I see. One of those types. Very well, this is going to be difficult. So what is that book?
It's just a book that's got my spells in it.
I see. Can you cast your spells without the book?
I think so, yeah.
Very well. Perhaps we can, if you permit, I could take the book to be examined a little bit closer, so we can figure out what it is, and in the meantime, we can figure out your capabilities here.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
What do you mean?
Well, the last time I gave my book to somebody, they didn't really like what they saw.
Halov says, I understand, but we will examine it much more carefully, using magical wards and magical divination to figure out more about the book. It is perfectly safe.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. The Meiji Room is one of the safest places on the continent.
Okay. I'll hand over the book.
Halov then walks out for just like half a minute, and comes back without the book, and then just sort of asks you to kind of start slinging spells. There's like a training dummy, sort of magical training dummy sort of situation where you can show off your magic spells, and yeah, I assume you probably are okay with just doing that.
I don't know if he would use any combat spells. I don't think he would use any combat spells. He would just do prestidigitation on the dummy.
Hala would like then ask like, what else can you do?
Oh, I can do this, and he'll like change the color of his eyes.
He says that I know you are capable of more. Please attack this this dummy with everything you have. It is safe. This is a safe place where you can practice your spells.
I mean, those are really the only 2 spells I really know very well.
Well, even if you don't know the spells very well, perhaps you can still go ahead and display your powers.
No, I mean, like, that's it.
Hallow just says, I see. When did you learn to cast your spells?
I just saw them in my book.
And when did you acquire this book?
I don't know, like 2-3 months ago, maybe longer.
I see. Well, why don't I start by showing you some magics, and perhaps you can try to replicate them in some way.
Okay.
And Hallow will kind of start showing off some basic spells, some magic missiles, and such, and kind of ask Artie to try and do something similar.
Oh, what was that?
There was the spell Magic Missiles, a very basic spell which wizards which novice wizards are capable of casting with ease. I do not expect you to be able to cast the same magics, but perhaps something similar. Please, go ahead, try and imagine yourself casting a similar magic.
Okay. I guess I don't know, I'll try to replicate what he did.
Is Artie like trying to replicate the like magical incantation and everything?
Yeah.
So it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think that so Hallow will probably try to keep doing this with Artie and just kind of trying to figure out if you're able to cast any sort of spells, and just going through all kinds of magics and trying to kind of teach you to use your use your spells. But I was wondering, what's something that Zel would be doing?
Well,
if you have something that you would be doing like by yourself now.
Well, let's see. He's probably getting, since he was mainly in the docks, he'd probably try and get a bit more acclimated with the shitty. And maybe, I mean, because he is still of the mind that he's got to pull out the mission. So he's gonna find maybe like a local or a guard. If there's any lizard people, that would be where his eye draws the most. But if not, that's fine. He's gonna see if he can get an idea of if there's like a watering hole, you know, somewhere where a guard or someone at the end of the day would partake of beverages. People with loose lips.
Sure, you can end up visiting a tavern, for example.
Is there any partially inebriated individuals already there?
So which part of town would you go to for this?
What's closest to our apartment?
So your apartment is right here. This is it.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well start there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, there's going to be people who are getting drunk there. It's not super wild and rowdy or anything, but
No, yes, yeah, of course. Different people. You'd like walk up to some and be like, sorry to intrude. May I join you, perhaps?
This, by the way, this is going to be very interesting to see someone who has no idea what kind of questions have been asked before.
That's true, yeah.
Coming up with questions to ask. But it might be very good because you might come and ask the right questions, so to speak.
Exactly.
But yes, the person you go talk to, probably just some random human there, looks at you for a moment and says, "You from the Reichs, Biroth? Is that one of those people?"
No, I am new to town. I came in on one of the ships. I'm sure you've seen some enter. As you can see, I'm not not quite from
yeah,
here.
I heard the town criers say something about some other place. I don't know. I mean, all you lizard folk talk a little weird, so I don't realize it. But yeah, go on, sit down.
Perfect. I will. I'll get the next round. However that is done. Put a coin on the table. Yes, as I say, new around here. I was kind of wondering where, what's there to do in town? What's the local know-how around here? The hot gas.
Say, well, you found it. This is what I do.
Quite so. Are you, surely you're not a retired folk?
Oh no!
You look quite young.
No. I work as a wheelwright.
A wheelwright?
Yes. I make wheels.
Oh. Have you made any for anyone important? Any names I might hear along the way?
Yeah, I just make them. I don't know who gets them.
I see. Oh, well, probably don't want to. Yeah. Is there any events you know of? Any events in town that I should be aware of? Hate to wake up and miss it.
He says, well, I haven't heard anything special going on right now. The Archon is away, so I haven't heard them calling in any festivals. But the people will, the town criers, they'll make sure that everybody knows if there's going to be anything special going on. Don't you worry about that.
Yes, yes. It's a shame. Would I have noticed? Is there like a lot of Warforged in town? Are they like noticeable, or are they more like rare to see in the town? From my short stint
So
around.
they are everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Yeah. And by the way, they are also inside the Magium. I forgot to mention there's a lot of Warforged. But I'd ask the other players here, how would you describe like the Warforged situation in the city? How you've seen them?
They are, depending on what part of the city you're in, there's usually quite a few of them around. And there's also, like, we've, gone to an elevator, and there's like 2 Warforged that their job is to just stand there and operate the elevator, like that kind of thing. So there's, and I'm trying to think, I don't think, have we ever seen a Warforged doing leisure activities? Or are they always like walking somewhere or carrying something and doing something?
You have not. They are either like working on something, or then they are, if they are guarding something, they are just guarding something, and sometimes they are just standing around. But no, you haven't really seen any sort of leisure activities they have done.
Okay. Also, if you go up and talk to one, they'll tell you who owns them.
Nice. Let's see. I say.
We also saw an auction.
For Warforged?
It's a daily thing at the Magium.
They're very expensive. It's very expensive to even get in and to pay, to like even bid.
Damn. Yeah, so I would be like yes, one thing I have noticed in this town, there's quite a lot of those what do you call them, Warforged? More than I have ever seen, personally.
The person as you mentioned, the Warforged, they kind of spit to the side there. They say, I hate those things.
Yes, they are. They are rather. How do you say, bulky? Taking up the town. If they. I don't want to seem like too pressing on info.
No, but this person seems to kind of go on themselves by themselves, and they just say, those they were made for war, and there's no war right now, so I'm just they feel like just ticking time bombs, you know. Soon they're gonna do something really bad. It's just like those mercenaries up there on the hill. You know.
Mercenaries on a hill?
So you would Zel would probably also know already a little bit more than the party actually about them. In the sense that, because I imagine you would probably be interested in this through your kind of background. So you know that there is the Ruby Order, it is called, and they have like this sort of, you know, that they have a whole like little village that they have up there, where you see the symbol there. So they've got like a whole little village there, and you've heard that they are led by somebody called Califax, and basically you don't know too deeply, but you've heard that the whole kind of idea behind the Ruby Order is to group together people who fought in the Drow Wars and whose kind of whole existence was the war. Those who were like born during the war and became soldiers, and that's all they've done. So the Ruby Order's kind of like a place for those people to get together and come together. So in that sense, you understand the reference to them as well in this context, that this person fears that the Warforged will also be like, will at some point want to fight again or something.
Born in war, for war. Yes, as you say, have you ever seen a Warforged do something uncostly? I mean, like as you say, they're bound to snap at some point, but I myself, I haven't seen any negative action yet.
They say, nah, I haven't seen anything like that myself, but I know it's gonna happen, and you seem like a nice lizard.
Thank you, my friend. And you seem like a good human.
It's far away from my workplace and such, so I never went, but I was talking about this kind of stuff with a buddy of mine. They said that if I was ever interested in talking more about how bad the Warforged are, I should seek out. There's apparently this sort of little meeting that goes along and happens every now and then. It's apparently at a place called the Pink Pony, somewhere in the east.
Oh, it sounds right up my alley. Do you know where I could find it? It sounds... Or who I would speak to?
It's some tavern over there in the east. I don't really know.
Well, if I ever go up there, I will tell them you sent me. What? I never got your name, actually. I am I didn't introduce myself first. That's my apologies. I am Zel Salazsar. But I would be remiss to ask yours. Gives me a fake name.
No, I was wondering. Sure. They say. Yeah, I'm. My name's Gobert. With a G.
With a G?
Yes.
It's a good name. Strong.
No, thank you.
Well, you have been very kind of me to lend me an ear and provide me with some very good info of what to do with my day onwards. Yes, but alas, I should probably get back to doing my duties, find out more about this town of yours. So other than that Pink Pony, I don't really have a direction elseways. Is there any place about your city that you think might assist me in learning more about your culture and such?
Gobo says, I don't know. This place?
Yes, as you say, yes. Well, thanks you for the help anyway, my friend.
All right. Have a nice evening.
All right. Yeah, I don't know how much a drink would have cost for us, but
if you wanna pay for a drink, you can probably want like 1 silver over here.
Oh boy, do you
Actually,
have change
2.
for a platinum?
They would not have change for platinum. No.
Oh boy, that's fine. Just remember my face. I'll I'll buy a few drinks for my friend there. Oh, I guess I'll lay a platinum piece. Oof. Yeah. Pink pony. All right.
So you actually paid the barkeep.
I mean, it's probably good. I
1
mean,
whole
they'll remember.
platinum and
It's a good tip, you know. Maybe next time I come in, they will be like, "It's that guy. Let's get him a table."
Yeah. The barkeep will look at it and be like, "Sure, thank you."
Yes, and maybe treat me to the good stuff. I come here with when I come here with my friends in future. As you
Sure
know, I'm
thing.
good for it. Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, a bartender. You're probably well connected in these parts. You see a lot of business, I imagine.
The bartender says, yes, I do, but I'm working right now, so.
Darn. Well, maybe when I come back and it's quiet, we could discuss more about your fine establishment.
Sure.
Sure. All right. I don't know how long I was done drinking, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Would you confer with your party about this? Like, would you go and tell them about what you heard and such?
Oh yeah. Like once we all meet up again, that would definitely be something I bring up about this pink pony, the tavern in the east. It's good information.
So I mean, this all is like possibly happening at like different times. So we can easily say that you can all be together here, because you others might want to say something about the pink pony.
Oh yeah, we went there.
Oh, you've already been? Oh.
Still don't know why they call it the pink pony though.
Perhaps that's what I should have asked. Did you go to one of the routine meetings?
What meeting?
Well, there you go. Apparently, I found a friend, I should say, he told me about he told me that someone else told him about a meeting in the Pink Pony where they talk negatively about the Warforged. An anti-Warforged meeting.
Okay.
I'm hoping this is new information.
We never saw any meeting there when we went.
Well, there we go. For if we have no other leads, that could be at least something. But yeah, we know that there is dissent towards the Warforged in the city. And do you guys know about the Ruby Order?
I think we heard of them, but we didn't know what they are.
It is a mercenary group made up of former soldiers, people in the Zedra War. They live up on the mountain there. I imagine we'll find similar info, probably But yes, how did your lessons go, Adi? Any new cool tricks?
I guess we'll
Not
find out
really.
about that later, actually.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, yeah.
Then we cut back.
And we'll also find out if
Yeah, I was gonna say.
or if Talia is dead. Probably not.
Indeed. But yeah, that's my information. Do we cut back to those other bits?
Yeah, if nobody else has anything to say in this sort of situation where you're all together.
Oh, I'm back with this.
I think it's
Oh, it's like future. Oh, I see. Okay.
like future, yeah. So I can't
Future or
really ask you
past?
about. Oh, in the past.
You might
oh,
be
yeah,
leaving
maybe,
in the
maybe.
future.
Oh yeah, I might be leaving in the
Ah.
future. Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, we can go back to the pink pony. And try and find that meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could be some. Yeah. More people to question.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the very least, they seem, if they view Warforged with more scrutiny, then maybe they may have noticed inconsistencies or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really hope we're not about to walk into like a hateful rally. Like we walk in and it's like, oh wait, no.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
Yikes.
We'll just sneak out.
We'll just slowly back out.
The moment you get in there, they're like, all right, we shall now brand you as one of our.
Yes.
Oh boy, yes.
Like, ooh.
Would not be ideal.
All right. Well, I think we should maybe take a break at this point, and when we come back, we can then see maybe what happens with Talia on her solo sneaking mission out there in the wilderness, and also with the rest of Artie's lesson here as well. But yeah, let's take a 10-minute break here and come back. Basically like on the hour or so. Yeah,
Sounds good.
BRB. Right. Why don't we continue on? And yeah, specifically, I think we'll. Actually, let's start with Ari's lesson there, and kind of finish that off. So, these lessons will of course be like a ongoing thing. So, Ari doesn't necessarily have to learn everything right away. But like, do you think that this sort of in this way where like the book is now away and the teacher is trying to kind of get Ari to learn something or show something, do you think that anything will come out of it during like this lesson?
I don't think so.
All right. So yeah, the teacher seems you do get the sense that they seems to get a little frustrated with how little progress is happening, but eventually some other person brings the book back, and actually they would ask Harlow to leave the room and kind of leave Ari alone, and they would they would discuss the book away from you for a moment, and then Harlow would come back and offer the book back to you, and say that it's perfectly safe. Everyone's fine. There's nothing to worry about. But we would want to continue looking into this book in the future as well, during future lessons. I think what we found out may explain to a degree your difficulties at grasping trivial magic. He says that we have not been able to ascertain the origins of this book, but it seems to have some sort of possibly infernal origins to it.
What's infernal?
Well, that is something related to demons, and it seems that there may be some sort of demon that is giving you powers through this book. Again, we will have to do more research on it, but for right now, it seems like, Ari, you might be a warlock. A warlock
What?
is a spellcaster who has made some sort of pact with an otherworldly being. And as said, we suspect this has something to do with demon. Have you ever talked to a demon?
No.
Has a demon ever talked to you?
No.
When you received this book, did you make a deal with someone?
I don't think so. I didn't give him money or anything.
Did you give anything else? A promise or anything like that?
I promised to do what?
Anything around the time that you got this book?
I don't think I promised anything.
Very well. Well, it is a good thing that you came to our our tutelage here. Your powers are potentially extremely dangerous, so I advise you to be careful with trying to use your magics or following anything you find in this book. You should come back here again next week, and hopefully we are able to figure something more.
I mean, it looks pretty normal to me. I don't think it's... See, it's written in Livernian. That's the Livernian language, right?
The instructor does not look at the book and says, you will have to trust us on this for now, Ari. Your lesson for today is over, but next week we will continue on from here.
Alright.
All right, I will now escort you out.
Okay.
And then Harlov just takes you out of a different door, and says, next week, come knock on this door.
Okay.
And before he closes the door, he again repeats, be careful using any knowledge you read from that book. Now, good day. And closes the door.
Okay. Bye. and just go back to the apartment.
Yeah. Just be like, school's over.
Yeah. Got no homework.
I mean, they didn't teach me anything.
I mean, I think Artie got like the like anti homework with the with the instructor being like, do not read.
Yeah.
So, Talia is traveling east of the city. So you are. You're following the main road there.
Yeah.
What is it that you tell your cab driver? Like where?
Well, since I don't know, I'll tell him that I'm looking for a friend, and someone else directed me and said that he lives a half day's journey east. So, would you estimate that there's a town there? Half a day's journey east?
The driver says, no, I don't think there is anything there around those parts. We'd have to travel quite a bit longer to reach Lindbrook.
Okay. What is there? Is it just forest?
Yeah, just some hills, some forest, sort of stuff. It's relatively safe there. No bandits around here or anything.
Okay. All right, so I mean, half day. Well, stop wherever, I guess we'll look out for maybe small roads that go off if there are any, and if not, we'll just stop at whatever the like half day point is, and I will go climb a tree and see if I can see anything.
Yeah. So yeah, your cab driver there takes you to a point and is like, well, this is about it. Hard to estimate for sure, of course, but somewhere around here. And looks around, and there's not really anything around here. No like roads or paths or anything. And they say, are you sure there's somebody here?
Nope, not really. I go find the tallest tree I can.
You look around, and there's quite a lot of like forest and hills around here. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You really just kind of try to look around, just scanning the area over and over again. You see like way far in the distance, too far away, you see like some sort of little village, but it would be, you think, way too far away for what you were told. But it's looking like maybe that's the only like anything around here. except that then you finally do spot just this little peak of like a roof of some sort of little building out there in the forest.
Like the crow in Sleeping Beauty, I start freaking out. Color smoke. All right, I note where it is, and come down from the tree, and I'll check with my cab driver. Does he want to stay with the cab?
Yeah. He's staying.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and I head towards the house in the cabin in the woods.
Well, he asks you first of all, like, how long are you gonna be away?
How long did it look like it would take to walk there?
Half an hour to an hour.
Okay, I'll tell him I'll be back in a few hours.
He says, all right, well, if you're not back by sundown, I'm gonna head on back. Assume you're dead.
Sounds like a great plan.
Well, so you just you head on that way then.
Yep, to that house.
Go ahead and give me a survival check then.
Fantastic. Yeah. Oh my god. You know, it's funny. Last session when I asked you about that ranger ability, I didn't expect I would be doing like more ranger shit.
If only you had some sort of teammates who were good at this stuff.
Yeah.
I do what Talia would want to do.
As you should.
So it takes you about like an hour of kind of wandering around and climbing over rocks and jumping over little brooks of water and whatever there is, and you don't see any deadly dogs trying to kill you this time. Or anything else trying to kill you. Let me rephrase. There's nothing around trying to kill you. Because I did say you don't see something. You don't see it, but you're dead. And eventually you find... You kind of wander around and it is pretty hard what you're doing.
I'm kind of circling it like a drain.
Yeah, just kind of trying to find this thing, but eventually you're like, finally, there it is. You find this little cottage here that seems to be pretty like run down, and it's covered in moss and everything else, and it doesn't necessarily look like anyone's here.
Well, keeping an eye out for booby traps, I'll try and
Perception
go
check.
inside. Great. Fantastic.
You don't see any booby traps, but looking closer, you do see that there's like fresh-ish tracks, like foot tracks. It seems like you do feel like somebody's been here recently.
Okay. So
do you go inside?
probably just, yeah, I'll go inside. He's probably just like out hunting or something. Worst case scenario, I have to wait till sundown and then I have to stay overnight and walk back. Like,
what is your AC?
wait, no, because I said I was going out with my gear, which
Yeah.
so it's 15 right now.
Okay.
Uncanny dodge. I don't even need to. Oh no, when you can see, damn it. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I don't think you could use uncanny dodge in this situation.
No, you have to be able to see them.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
if it's
especially
a booby
because
trap.
you did voice out loud that you think that they are probably away, and and you're just kind of going in. So yeah, the moment you kind of opened the door a little bit, a crossbow bolt just comes flying straight to you, and I guess maybe hits your arm or something, for a whole what is that, for a whole 17 points of damage.
Oh God, that is a beefy hit.
Oof.
I'm okay though. I have health.
Because I was laughing because it was a crit.
Yeah,
my
I
God.
figured.
Oh.
Would I know the names of the other people on the expedition?
I imagine not. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you only know the one. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the shot comes in, and you hear the cabin is dark. You don't like immediately see. Hold on, you have dark vision, don't you, though?
I do have dark vision.
Yeah. Okay, so you would see then
I've got those reflective cat eyes.
Yeah. You kind of see the like crossbow back at like the back of the cabin, and you see somebody's like hands holding it, but you don't see them anymore at this point. Their head must have ducked their head away. But you hear this very sort of broken like terrible, somebody who clearly doesn't speak the local language but is trying to say in Armaven common, is saying like back, stay, I kill.
I'll speak Livernian common to him and say I came here to talk to you.
They just replied to you, I kill, in Armaven.
I'm from Colton.
Are you by the way just standing there in the
Well, they still got the crossbow
the
trained on
doorway.
me, so yeah.
so you're not like ducking away or anything? Because a crossbow is going
I
to be
don't-
able to fire once. So
Yeah,
them having it pointed at you doesn't really matter.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they have to reload it.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm just like I'm thinking about the like visual is Talia just standing there in the like with a bolt in her shoulder and
Just
being
gonna
just
talk.
like, I've come here to talk to you.
I can't hear you.
That probably scares him.
Yeah.
So how are you like?
Aren't you
approaching this?
from Colt? I'm just gonna keep, well, not repeating myself, but trying to clarify. I'm from Colton. Aren't you from Colton?
Yeah, but what I was asking was like, are you just standing there? In
Oh
the
yeah,
doorway?
I'll just yeah.
They don't reply, and then for a moment they sort of try to peek out from behind. They're like behind a table they've turned over. They're hiding there, and they kind of peek out from over there, and you don't know who this person is. And they look at you, and they say in Livernian Common, they say, "Who are you?" Their Livernian Common as well is a little rusty sounding.
Do I recognize an accent?
No.
What I would. Okay. They sent an official delegation this time.
The man behind the table continues to kind of peek out with just like one eye, and says, "Who is they?"
Oh, the Empire. Do you mind if I sit down? I've got a bolt in my shoulder.
The man says, "Am I dead? Are
Are you
you
dead?
death?"
No. What happened to you? What happened to the rest of them? Where are they?
The person behind the table says, "I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you?"
Okay. I'm gonna move closer to him very carefully. And I'm gonna say, what do you remember?
He says, "About what?"
About anything. When did you get here?
He at this point he has kind of relaxed the crossbow hand, the empty crossbow, and is just kind of a little confused, and says, 18 years?
18 years. Okay.
19 maybe?
Okay.
Who are you?
I am. Okay. This is not what I thought it was. So. And now she's looking at the crossbow bolt like it's really not worth it. She says, my name is Talia, and the Empire of Colton sent a diplomatic delegation here, and I'm part of it. And 2 years ago, there were some other people that came over here, and they have gone missing. And I heard that someone from another continent lived out here, so I came to see if maybe it was one of those people from
He
the
says,
earlier expedition, but it is not. It is you.
He kind of stops you and says, "You can take me back."
Oh, sure. You want to go to the? Oh, well, I mean, sorry. Clarify.
He at this point
to get over the sea. It's only at certain times of the year, so in a year we'd be able to take you back home.
he gets up from behind the table, and you can see that he's a human, and he has like very long and shaggy hair and a long beard, and overall just looks like he's got like terrible looking clothes on, and overall looks very like shabby.
Yeah, you'll fit right in.
And he says, please take me home, please.
Of course. Do you have anything for this? I don't know why I'm miming it. I just realized that's so stupid. I don't know why.
He says, oh yes, and he goes and grabs a little pouch and digs in it, and he grabs something out of it, and he comes over to you. Do you just let him do what he does?
I'm gonna like inspect that he's not trying to put something like really dirty on a wound, because I assume what he's gonna do is just
check?
like. Okay. Okay.
So he comes over, and he first of all he grabs hold of the bolt. And at this point, you know that this is going to hurt a lot if he is going to just pull it out as you expect.
If he seems ready to like press on to stop the bleeding when he pulls it out, then I'll let him do it.
Sure. Yeah, he has something else in his other hand, so he grabs on and he yanks it out. And that hurts a lot. And then he just sort of smooshes something that looks like something that looks like just some moss, and just kind of smooshes it over the wound, and says, okay, hold your hand there.
Okay.
And then he rips a piece from his own shirt and puts that on the wound and ties it up. And the wound hurts a lot, and you're no healer expert, but you're not quite sure if this is going to help.
Yeah. I mean,
But
it's
you also don't know if it's going to do any harm, so
it seems in line with the basics of what I and what Talia would know to do. So, whatever. Let's walk back. I'll tell him we came in on the main road. So if you know the way to the main road, that would be helpful, because I am not confident in my ability to retrace my steps.
he says, yes, I know, and let me take my things with me. And he grabs a couple of sacks of stuff and puts them in this raggedy makeshift backpack thing that he puts on, and he's like, yeah, follow me.
Okay.
And he's wearing rags that would make Adi look like Adi's wearing, noble clothing, and he has no shoes. But yeah, he quite quickly takes you back to the carriage which you came with, and the cab driver sees you and sees this other person, and they're like, they shout out saying, found your friend.
Yeah. Okay.
They also see that you have this terrible looking bandage on your arm, and the bandage itself is like red with blood. So they ask, is that okay?
Not really.
Oh, you should get that checked out when we get back. Let's head on home.
Yeah. Let's. I am gonna. Oh God. When. I'm gonna use my telepathy thing.
Mhm.
First, I'm just gonna say to the man from the woods. Actually, no. I'll say out loud first. What's your name?
He says, he sort of seems like he's kind of having to think about it for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, are you speaking Livernian Common to him?
Oh yeah, I forgot we have secret language. Yeah, I'll speak Livernian Common to him. I don't need to use my telepathy thing. I keep forgetting that. Yeah.
For Curtis as well, I don't think I remember to mention this, but they are speaking like a whole different language here. You know the language and you speak it, but you speak it with like an accent, a noticeable accent. But conversely, if you speak the like common of your own continent, the people around here probably don't know any of it. But yeah, the man takes a moment to like recall his name, and he says, Bobbert.
Bobbert?
Bobbert.
Bobbert.
Yes, with a B.
Okay. All right, Bobbert. Still speaking Livernian Common, I'm going to say, I'm going to take you back to my apartment first and introduce you to the rest of my group. And then I expect the next step to be to take you to the ship where the ambassador is. And, Bobbert, we're friends now, right?
He says, yes, of course. If you could take me back home, anything.
Yes. That thing I said, about the people from an expedition 2 years ago and how I was looking for them. Do not repeat that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
So do you just make your way back to the apartment then? That's your
Yeah.
main goal. Your cab driver asks that you pay the 5 gold pieces for the trip.
Is it 5 gold pieces there, 5 gold pieces back, or
No, 5 altogether.
5 altogether? Okay. I do.
And yeah, when you eventually make your way through the city, people look at you. Because you're a walking cat
Strapped
in like
with weapons,
survival gear. Bleeding from your shoulder, and walking with this shabby looking shoeless man wearing rags. Actually, when you're getting closer to your apartment, on the west side of the river, a guard actually stops you and says, "May I help you?"
How close are we to the apartment?
Close.
Yeah.
Couple of stones throws away.
Yeah. I live just down a few blocks. We're just headed home.
God looks at you for a moment and says, what street you live on?
Green, isn't it?
Are you asking the God?
No, I'm asking you too. It's Green Street. Green Street.
The God says, okay. How about you? And looks at Bobbert.
He's with me.
Yeah, Bobbert seems to be very kind of turned in and kind of cagey and doesn't really seem to want to talk to anyone around here. And doesn't respond to the guard. And the guard just says, all right, go on.
We do. And I eye him. Is he's continuing to watch us?
Yeah, as you walk away, yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay.
Well, you come home where, let's say everybody's there already. And the door opens and you see Talia looking a bit grim and this weird shoeless person.
I've had a day.
Yes, it looks like it. Is he with you?
Yeah. Can I know.
Speaking?
I know. We'll speak in
it?
Liburnian. It would be rude to not. And I know Haley isn't here. But Arya has like medicine.
Well, Arya, I believe, does not have, in fact, any sort of medicine, but does have some magical healing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, like unless you count as medicine, incense and and such.
But does she have
Arya
proficiency in the medicine
Arya
skill?
is, set up for giving you some religious ceremonies, not to heal
Yeah.
you, not medicine trained either.
Okay.
I will even double check, but I'm pretty sure Eravan is neither. No. Medicine is one of those that often gets forgotten about.
I'll say I followed up on what the guy from the Stoics said about a traveler from another continent living a half days away. Meet Bobbert. He's been here, what'd you say, Bobbert, 18 years?
Bobbert looks at you a bit like scared and says, who are these?
These are the rest. This is the rest of my group. We are Team C.
Can you take me home?
Not now.
Did you take him from his home?
Okay.
You kidnapped this man?
I did not. Bobbert, the ships leave once a year. So we can get you home, but not at this very moment.
Where is the ship?
It's at the docks. We can go to the ship next. I recommend maybe you bathe, and then we can go to the ship, and maybe I can get my wound look at when we go to the ship. I think the ambassador would like to meet you. I'd like to ask you a few questions before the ambassador meets you.
Bobbert says, okay, ask away. I don't think I need a bath. I bathed yesterday.
Okay.
Maybe a replacement set of clothes would be an order.
Oh, these have been good for a while. They're fine.
Okay.
If you say so.
That's fine. Okay. How'd you get here?
He says, you've brought me here.
No. You. Where are you from? Let's start with that.
Livernia.
You are from Livernia. How did you get from Livernia to here?
I was again, he's like trying to remember, and he says, I was on a ship. We were going to Felmin.
Sorry, say that again.
Felmin.
Going to
But
Felmin?
I don't really know what happened. At some point, I just woke up here, and I didn't know where I was. Everybody was talking weird, and I tried to live in this city. But they don't speak my language. They don't understand, and my family. I don't know where my family is.
All right. Do we have? Can I see the bigger map? Do we have the expedition? Oh, I found it. I found an expedition map. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he said he was going to. Oh, Fellman. Fellman's. Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Feared a little too left.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Do you remember the Great Phantom Wall?
He says, what is that?
It's the big, unnatural looking storm that. And I'll show him the map.
He says, I don't remember. No.
Okay. Okay. All right. You don't. Do you? Would you be all right with me maybe trying to dig through your head with magic and seeing if I could maybe?
He says,
Right.
no, no,
No.
no, no,
Okay.
none of that. No, I want to go home.
Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah.
So your family was with you on this ship?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Was it?
He mentioned he doesn't know where his family is.
Yeah, he says, no, they were at home, but this isn't home.
It's true.
I couldn't get back. Nobody would take me back there.
Yeah. Okay.
Was anybody else on this ship with you? Anyone you remember at all, even slightly?
Yeah.
He looks pretty sad as he says, many people, yes, but I was alone here.
Do you know the name of your ship?
He tries to kind of remember, and he says, he was a bird, some bird. I don't remember.
Does the phoenix ring a bell at all?
Says, no.
Okay, just checking.
What is that?
So you're,
It's kind of hard to explain. You said bird, and I don't know. My brain made a connection. I thought I'd see if there was anything there. The phoenix is it's like a god. It's a god in this place.
Oh, I see.
how
They
long?
just
How long did you say you were here?
20 years. Maybe more.
So you were here during the Drow Wars?
Yes, are they over?
They're over, yeah. But you don't know about what's the name of Empress Rosaria? You don't know her?
Who is that? Empress of what?
She's Empress of Unified Colton.
Oh. I'm not from around there.
Oh.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Rayport.
Okay. So way on the western side. Okay. All right. Any other questions for him?
Been abandoned. Not that I can think of at the moment. No. What do you see? No.
Bobbert, are you by any chance a bard, cleric, or wizard?
Bobbert says, no.
Okay. Worth a shot. I have an item that requires it has one charge of the sending spell, and to recharge it needs to be in the possession of a bard, cleric, or wizard for an uninterrupted period of 24 hours.
Ah.
Which is such a specific caveat just to fuck with me.
And also it's not the sending spell, it's very close to the sending spell.
Okay, sure.
I can charge it.
Okay. Above table, I don't think you can, but you know what? Talia doesn't know that, so she's like, you know what? Sure. Don't lose it. Hold on to it for 24 hours.
Yes.
Very good, very good.
Artie?
We will have
Artie,
the bone on
don't
Ari.
lose it.
Oh, not.
Ow.
Okay. I mean, he's been
Find out
carrying
how this
around that
goes.
book, and
Yeah, surely
Yeah.
close contact to that will, maybe something will happen.
it's fine. Magic items
That's a
can be
good
near
point.
each other. It'll be fine.
That's a good point. Yeah, do you have anything else for Bobbert, or do you take him to the ship?
Yeah, take him to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, you're back to the ship then. How are you gonna explain this thing? You probably meet with Grimhand again, let's say.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm going to say we heard about someone from another continent living out in the woods a half day's travel east. And so I went to investigate and we found Bobbert. Or I found, sorry, I went to investigate and I found Bobbert.
Grimhand says, okay. I recall you were told not to pursue these people from the expedition.
I mean,
Wasn't me.
I didn't know if he was from the expedition or not.
Very specific denial.
Yeah.
Wasn't the expedition 2 years ago?
It was.
So Bobber's not from the expedition.
He is not from the expedition, no.
Grimhand says, all right, but please, if you hear of any other Livernians, don't go hunting them down. The ambassador has made this very clear that we're going to let them come to us.
Okay.
All right.
And he kind of looks over Barbert and says, thank you, Team C. I will take Barbert in here. We'll have some discussions with the ambassador.
Sounds good.
As he starts walking away, he again says, good job bringing Barbert back home.
Oh, all right. Man, hopefully this doesn't reflect negatively on our pay.
That. See, now they have one extra person to like feed for the next 9 months,
Yes.
so they're gonna take that out of your salary.
He has a very expensive diet as well.
Right.
All right.
Do you just leave Barbet there then?
Yeah.
Yes. Bye, Bobbert.
Oh, Robert.
Good luck.
Well, you're gonna have to wait 9 months before the ship leaves Bobbert.
Yeah. They'll explain
maybe-
it all to him.
Maybe
Yeah.
just do some work for that amount of time and then you'll get to go home. All right?
Barbet
Yeah.
is just like, yes, I want to go home.
Okay. 9 more months.
Yeah.
I'm
Just a
sorry,
short.
Bob. But at least there's people around that speak his language now.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, he's not isolated.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine.
So,
As long as the ambassador's not evil, he'll be fine.
What do you mean? Oh boy.
We've gotten no indication that she's suspicious at all.
Oh.
But
I'm
maybe she is.
Oh boy. Are we the baddies? Oof.
I mean, you are kind of trying to obtain secret military knowledge from a foreign power here, so
Yeah.
Yeah. That's for the greater
for
good.
yeah. I mean,
It
it's
is not for the.
it's for some reason like nobody has actually ever asked. Like,
I'm sure it is.
why are you doing this?
I'm sure it's for peaceful means.
Yeah, that's why countries secure weapons for
Mhm.
peaceful means.
So that other yeah, to lock them up, so no one uses them. Oh, I don't think we have anything we
Are
need.
those dead drops available now, Grimhand?
Yeah, the tetrams.
Well, Grimhand's out already, but
Oh.
he's not coming back. But
No, we got the dead
but
drops.
yes,
I have them.
yes,
I have
you can use them. You've been able to use them the whole time, yeah.
I wrote down because they were very specific.
was thinking maybe some more info about Black Hood, maybe.
Yeah. I wrote it down somewhere.
Like that would be good. Mercenaries.
I may have torn it out and set it somewhere else in my room.
I can go to the meeting.
No, here we go. So the western dead drop is the loose brick in the old church building. We are to put it back how we found it. Dead drop central, market stall with red scarf on the leg, false bottom in the wood crate, and make sure to browse so you don't look weird. And then dead drop in the outskirts, hollowed out tree with a stone at the base.
All right. Imagine, what would they have at the dead drops?
It's to communicate with other agents that have embedded themselves in various places and organizations. Here.
So which one would you want to use?
Okay. So the dead drop western is over in the... Oh no, that's high green. Okay. And then the central... Not the outskirts one. I don't know.
I imagine the church is the closest.
Right.
It would be.
Do we want to go to the meeting Sal talked about?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go and at least find out when it is.
Yes, that would be probably something good to find out. What did they say?
And that's on the east side, so we can stop by the market.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So what do we want to request from the dead drop?
And you're going to have to actually try and create the actual message.
Yeah. So we wanted to... The Black Hood is specifically what you wanted to follow up on with these?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Alright, so like... Do any of you have info on the Black Hood? Or just like something generic like that? Because I don't know. I mean, we really don't have a baseline.
Just say Team C are requesting more information about Black Hood.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
maybe, if he's where he has last struck, maybe there's a pattern or something, so we can find him.
He's more like a boogeyman that's like exists, because the way they've been talking about him, he like, a lot of people don't think he exists. Like they're just like, oh, that's just a thing people say. He's just an urban myth. But could have some truth to it. It could be multiple people pull off things that are attributed to the Black Hood. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. 'Cause I
So
imagine
is that specifically something you want to ask from these secret agents about a local legend?
yeah. Well,
Because so what I'm getting at is, aren't you trying to find the halfling who
Yeah.
made their way into the Duke's palace?
how
You're not
about,
trying to find the Black Hood.
Okay, how about asking if there's like a thieves guild or something like that?
that is a good idea. Yeah.
Because we've tried like going to seedy areas and very unsubtly, I apologize, asking people like where, like how do we get in? Where's the underbelly? Like
Yes. Less tactful.
'cause-
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if they've got people integrated, maybe they do have something in the, what do they call it? The underbelly of the city, kind of.
the mafia.
Yeah, like that. Basically, all the criminal side, hidden criminal sort of. Any information about that? Yeah.
Yeah, Jupe, where's the mafia at?
Dear secret agent, where is the Thieves Guild and how do I join it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just think, would it be a Thieves Guild?
Can I know this is like a different place. Would my proficiency in thieves can't carry over here?
In what sense do you mean?
I was just thinking that I would be on the lookout for those kind of symbols, because I don't have a place, like even if I could leave a message in Thieves Can't for like someone to find, like I don't know what I would do, like a Craigslist ad for a heist looking for new hires, like I don't know, like what would I
I mean, so far you haven't seen any sort of markings that look like anything like that.
I haven't specifically been looking for them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, so far you haven't seen
Yeah. All right. I think.
You know from here.
The only other in we had to like the criminal world was the pirates that are currently on a little mission, but at some point we'll be returning to the less nice docks on the eastern side.
Oh.
And we were told very specifically not to interact with them, but they're the only like criminals we know.
So what's the main thing you want to know from the agents through the dead drop? Because like you would be looking for something that you can't just go out and just ask somebody.
Yeah, I feel.
What if we were to ask about? Because I don't know how the policing works here, but if there was thievery. I imagine there'll be other robberies that have happened. But I don't know if that would be like a public thing that they would put out there. But if we get an idea of where it's more common, or if there's like repeat offenders.
If we could establish like one of those boards in crime shows where they put the pins on where they strike.
Yeah, or maybe even, is there a prison? There a prison here? They have police.
There's a very scary prison.
Do they have visitation?
I'd like a thief, anyone you got.
I don't have a name. Just any thief. Don't want to talk to me. Trust.
Yeah, there is a prison, and the thought has occurred to me, but I don't know how to go about like being able to visit anyone, and I don't know who we would visit.
Yeah, I'm not sure of what information what we would want to know that we can't get personally.
I mean, well,
is there a thieves guild? Feels like
can,
a normal question.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you don't necessarily need to know the question or like the answer, or I don't know how to put this, but like your problem right now is that you don't have any leads.
Yeah.
So what you're asking is for a lead on finding this halfling. So
yeah.
Like, can we ask that? Can we ask any leads on this halfling?
Okay, just that.
You can ask whatever you want. The question is just that how are you going to encode that as a secret message then?
Like in Morse code, or like what do you mean? Or
so you were instructed that you need to somehow obfuscate the message in some sort of way. You can't just write straight up.
Yeah.
You have your thieves' card, don't you?
I
Isn't
do.
That like
I do. I have to read exactly how it works. I don't know how complex of an idea I can communicate with it. If it's just like another language. No.
You can write with it. I think it's if I remember correctly, it's 4 times as verbose.
Yeah.
But Thieves' Cant is specifically mentioned as a like secret language known by specific people, and as such possibly unbreakable in a way.
Well, it would not be safe to assume that these people know Thieves' Cant. I don't think.
Because it's more that it's a whole like different language about things, rather than like different words and such, rather than trying to hide a message in like plain sight.
You know what we can do? We can do what's the simple type of code where you just need a pass key? I don't know what it's called. Or we could we just write it in Livernian Common?
That's what I was wondering.
Just realized. Could we not just write it in Livernian Common?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. Of course. Like you can write whatever kind of a message you want. You can write it as just common Armaven language as well. Like nobody's gonna stop you, but yeah, do what you want.
Did Grimhand give us a cipher to use?
A cipher,
Nope.
yeah. That was it.
Should we ask for one?
There specifically wasn't one. Like he just said that you need to create something.
Well, I was thinking like at the bottom we would write in plain language the passcode is like, and then something only you would only know if you were from Colton. That's what I was thinking.
Is that there is also what's it? What do they do? They when they write and it's invisible unless you hold it up against like a flame.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any of that.
Or what's something that we can only we would know to give as a code.
Right, as like the passcode for the cipher. That's how ciphers work. I'm not using that word wrong, right? I'm thinking of the.
Well, that is one way that you can code and decode a message.
Yeah. It's kind of because it's basically going. How do we give information that can be read, that can't be read by other people, but but only in the message that we've sent, without anything set up beforehand. It's kind of difficult.
I'm thinking. I'm just decide like. Which one? I'm trying to like it could probably be something as simple as like the name of one of these cities. No one here is gonna know.
Geography.
Yeah, like if we say the name, or like if we say like it's the name of the river that runs through Farnlawson, like, or something like that, where it's just something specific that like they wouldn't, no one other than people from our continent would know it.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, or we could write it like, you know, any leads on our little halfling friend, or like, you know,
yeah,
something just in very vague language. But I don't like that because I don't know.
Well, even if we do it like that, like let's say we're looking for this.
That requires me to be smart.
Who are we hiding that we want to find this halfling from? I mean, would it be so bad to have a fairly obvious message that's not like super coded? Because I mean, it's like, who's gonna see it and be like, well?
I guess it's for if it's accidentally discovered.
But I imagine people are already looking for him. Wouldn't be any.
No, they've kept it hush hush. They don't want people knowing that the wards were surpassed.
Also, I don't think it's necessarily that that the content of your message is the important thing to hide, but rather, because remember, you're communicating with somebody who's like undercover
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point is that if somebody were to like find that message with that person,
Yeah.
that they would look at it and they would be like, okay, this is just some letter from some random neighbor, and not that, hey, this is some sort of like question about information that what does this person have to do with any of this? And then they start investigating and they're like, okay, well, you're some sort of spy. Let's kill you, and then let's kill all of the people on the ship.
What about like a word search or a crossword? It's just a friendly little newspaper thing, you know?
That's so true. Oh, the word search.
So another way to think about it also could be to think about like a puzzle,
Yeah.
because you might be thinking right now in terms of like just some sort of like specific thing, but effectively what you need is just a puzzle. Like in D&D you often come across different sorts of puzzles and things to try and figure out, and otherwise, and oftentimes like there's a lot of puzzles where you don't know the answer. There's of course some where, like for example, a jigsaw puzzle, you know what the picture is going to look like, but there's a lot of puzzles where you don't know the answer, but you'll just have to figure it out. So something like that might be an idea.
Yeah. Making a jigsaw would be pretty difficult, though. 'Cause that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, what if we put something on the back, but then you connect the front, and then when you flip it around, it's got that a thing. What we're actually saying.
What, like we fold it like origami and then write the message and then unfold it?
We just do an innocuous message that has like every third word is the real word.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. But it's like, then I guess you have to, yeah. As long as if we give them that like separately, then they can get rid of that, and then no one else knows about the third word thing. If we write it on the same paper, it's obviously going to be right there.
Well, no,
I mean, they don't
don't
need to know that they need to look at the every third word, because again I'm like trying to remind you that this is like a person that is like receiving a puzzle and they have to solve it.
Like if
they specifically know, like if you're sending this message to them, they already know that it is something like that they need to solve.
It's going to be hidden there. Okay, yeah. I like that. Then that works. Yeah.
Do we actually have to write it, or can we just say we just?
Yes, you're gonna have to write it because I need to know what the question is.
Yeah.
What if we say we wrote it, and then at some point we'll write, like, I feel like if we stop and write it now.
Sure. You can come up with the writing between this and next week, because I'm also not gonna have your message before next week, so it's fine.
I'll find something.
Yeah, so you can write it up and send it on Discord or wherever. But yeah, so so you've written up your message, and you're heading to the dead drop. What do you do?
Who wants to go do it? Because it should only be one person.
Probably me. Because, I mean...
You don't think we are covert?
Whatever do you mean?
All right. Yes, I guess you have a point.
Don't forget to browse.
That's true, yeah.
All right, so what do you do?
Fly.
I guess first thing would be to find the stall with the flag on it. Or what, red something, it was,
The
can't
red
remember.
scarf tied to the
Red.
leg.
Yeah.
Red scarf on the leg. And then, but it's the, you want to put the note in the false bottom of the wood crate that's next to it.
So I'll just start looking for that.
Yeah, so you find a market stall with a red scarf tied around the like, so the market stall is there's like a table with some stuff on it, and then there's like these four poles that hold this sort of like net on top of it, or some sort of canvas or something, as just cover. And nobody's at the stall, and you see a red scarf, and it is tied around one of those poles that is for the canvas.
All right. I'll spend like 5 minutes just walking around, maybe like search anything that I might want to buy, just like a fruit or something.
You find a banana.
Great. I'll buy 2 bananas.
That would be 1 silver.
Great. Hand over the silver. Rip open the banana, start eating it. Just browse around for another couple minutes, and then I'll like drop down, untie my shoe, and kind of like kick it off once I get close, and bend down to put it back on and slip the note in the crate.
All right.
Do I need to roll anything?
I mean, sure, if you want to roll like sleight of hand.
Okay.
If you want to do it all cool like.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Put my shoe back on and head back to the group.
Okay. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do you then head over to the Pink Pony?
Yeah.
You said they're meeting today, Sal?
He did not have a timeline. He heard it from a friend.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It's secondhand information. But
So maybe we like go in, and if there's not like a meeting happening, we'll like casually make conversation with people and throw in a few remarks about how weird the Warforged are, and
Man,
see
exactly.
if we have any takers.
And
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But who knows? Maybe the meeting's right now.
That'd be very convenient, yes. It would be a shame if
Sure.
it was like a different meeting, like it's a pro Warforged meeting. It happens at the same place.
So you enter the Pink Pony, which is a tavern, which is it would be like probably, let's say it's afternoon at this point. Last time you were here, it was kind of later in the evening. very rowdy and loud. And now it is a little bit less rowdy and loud, but still, there's a lot of people shouting and drinking around here.
All right. Maybe we'll find a table.
There's none
Full
that are
tables.
empty.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what we want. Right. Let's go. Hello, bartender. I imagine, yeah, bartender's probably busy. Let's go.
As you're kind of thinking there for a moment, you hear somebody shout at you from the crowd, and they're saying, "Hey, come on over here! Come on! Nice to see you again."
Oh, it's them. It's Boral and Barrel.
Well, unfortunately, it is Barrel and Boral, but
Barrel.
they are sitting in the other order this time. but yes, it is the dwarves you met before.
Well met. But I don't think I've had the pleasure. I am Zel Salazar.
Barrel says, yeah, Barrel. This is Boral. We're upstanding
and Boral.
citizens.
Yes, as it would seem.
We are completely normal people, just like these others.
There was
We are
this whole
also-
thing where like we tried to press them, and they're like, we know nothing about it.
Yes, we are also upstanding citizens. Busy night, busy night.
Well, what have you guys been up to? I'll make casual conversation
Yeah.
with them for 15 minutes, yada yada. If you want to answer
They
the
have-
question.
They
You
have
don't
not been up to anything interesting.
Okay.
What do you know? Do you come here a lot? Barrel and Barrel?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Occasionally. Don't know if these are the people I want to.
I mean, I've had a crazy couple of days.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Tell us more.
Well, I mean, we were taking like an elevator to go up somewhere, and just out of nowhere, one of the Warforged, they just shoved me for no reason.
Powers
know
is,
why.
What? That's weird. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't say
Oh.
anything to him. He just pushed me.
That's really
I'm
weird.
nodding in agreement.
Yeah. So out loud would be. That's terrible. Those Warforged.
He
Terrible.
says, I've never heard of anything like that happening. Did you report it to anyone?
No, I mean, higher ups, they don't really do much about us low folk down here.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
And this was the Warforged of one of the people in High Green. That's what it's called? Yeah, High Green. So it's like,
Oh, and you were taking the elevator to Overlook?
I may have gotten them confused.
Uh, simple mistake.
Well,
Wasn't it?
either
I'm
way,
gonna like.
it's-
You know,
Have you ever had something like that happen with the Warforged?
no, they're great, aren't they? They don't want for nothing, and they're all good.
You really like them that much?
Yeah, who doesn't? Everybody loves the Warforged.
Yes. So it would seem. Yeah, clearly these people are not a part of this.
really not.
Is the bar, like the bartender, is that busy? Does that look like he's like a real rush?
Yeah.
Dan.
So, question, Dupe. In this tavern, from the way the layout is there like a back room where a meeting could take place, or would they have to close the bar down and have the meeting in the big space out here?
It seems like there's some sort of back area.
Okay.
Maybe a basement as well wouldn't be unheard of in a place like this. The building itself has 2 stories, so it could be upstairs.
Okay.
Do you guys think the barkeep would sell us a keg?
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
Start thinking about like bringing one back to our ship. See how they like it. Because you guys said it was like bad, didn't you?
They say, yeah, it's horrible here. Terrible
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure we'd test out that theory and see how our friends like it.
Yeah.
They say, well, if you're buying one, why don't you buy another one for us?
How much does it run us?
I don't know.
It's true.
I've never thought to buy a whole keg.
It's fine. We got money to burn.
Some of us do, yes.
Should I go ask?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go up to the barkeep. Excuse me, sir.
The barkeep just says, yeah, what can I get you?
I was hoping, I was wondering if you would be willing to sell me a whole keg of your ale.
The barkeep says, we sell it by the mug. What do you need a barrel for?
Oh, we were gonna take it back to our ship and share some with the crew because they don't get out much.
Yeah, it's very busy.
Say, oh, well, maybe my supplier can sell you some.
I mean, kind of really wanted it right now.
Well, we've got a busy house here. We need to keep the beer coming the whole day here. I can't be selling you my stock and emptying it out like that. As I said, maybe my supplier can get you some.
I mean, we can pay you for it.
It's not a matter of money. It's a matter of keeping this place peaceful. As the whole place is screaming loudly.
Yeah.
Anyways, are you buying a mug or not?
Get a few mugs. I might need you to spot me though.
I mean, after the week I had, I could use a mug, so give me one.
2.
I'm fine.
The barkeep says, two mugs of ale, 2 gold.
Just look at Artie.
Okay. Hand it over.
Oh, how the tables turn. Well,
As he's filling the mugs up, I'll just repeat the story of being shoved.
yeah.
The barkeep slams the mugs in front of you and doesn't comment on your story and just goes on.
Gosh,
You ever seen something like that happen? I mean, that's crazy, right?
the barkeep is just gone and is like doesn't have a customer, but is like actively kind of ignoring you.
Darn. Why would it be? I can imagine. There's no like a notice board, something. People that can pay to put up things that we've just missed.
I'll just loudly whisper to Sal, like, who told you to come here? Like, why are we here?
Goldbird, the wheelwright. Makes wheels.
There
Goldbird.
there is notice board, but it does not have any sort of big big note about any sort of meetings going on. It does have a advertisement saying that the musicians M and M are performing here once a week.
Is that today or another day?
Another day.
And they're just regular musicians, right? They're not magical musicians.
You don't know.
Took you a second.
You don't know.
Should ask Barrel and Barrel. They come here quite regularly.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Barrel, Boral. Do y'all know any bards?
Yeah, Barrel here is Boral here is quite the bard, actually. Yeah,
I meant
comes up with quite the limericks.
Oh, I'd love to hear some. But I did mean a magically inclined bard. But go ahead with your limericks. Happy to hear them.
But Boral continues drinking. He hasn't said anything the whole time here.
Okay.
Oh, and then he made promises and didn't deliver.
But Barrel says, "Oh, no, don't know about any of those. I don't know what about one of those."
Okay.
You ever been here for Eminem?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we usually. We occasionally are here sometimes, and sometimes they are here at the same time as well. Yeah.
They good?
Yeah. Any good?
Oh yeah, I love it.
They were the ones playing at the party.
Zel is like, what party?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yes, it's quite hard.
I don't
You
know.
can't be like, you know about secret meetings?
Yeah.
Could just. I imagine there's like a lot of tables, right?
Yeah.
And they're all drinking and loud and ruckus. We could just walk up to a table.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah. Oh, 10 minutes. I should. Yeah. Oh, don't mind if I just squeeze in here, fellas. What's the word, huh?
some let's say a half elf looks at you for a moment and says, "Who are you?"
I am Zel Salazsar. What about you? Who are you?
I'm drinking. Now, what are you doing here?
Well, hello, drinking.
Get away from us.
No, I just wanted to, you seem like you're having fun over here.
Yeah, we were having fun before you came here.
Maybe I've intruded too much. How about this? How about I buy the next round for everybody, eh?
They're just absolutely using up everybody else's money.
Hey, it's gotta pay. It's probably not that much.
Do you fellas have change for a plan?
It's only a gold for a drink, right? It's not 1,000 gold. Could you imagine?
The half elf just says, "I got plenty of drink here. Oh, what is it you want? Just spit it out."
What would get them on over?
As you're pondering, on the other side, other side of the table, part of this group, there's this human who looks at you, kind of stares at you, and just kind of starts shaking their fist at you.
At me?
Yeah.
What did I do? Bar game? Is there a bar game or something?
I mean, the first one just told you to just spit it out. What you're after.
I don't really know what it'd just be like. Damn, those Warforged, eh? Who can't live with them. Let's go with. Man, I have nothing I can think of asking them. I was just hoping I'd join in on their story. Lead off that.
Going in without a plan.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
I was hoping that they wouldn't be too noticeable of me. Just continue. How about this? How about I kind of want to butter them up. How about a drinking game, eh?
the person on the other side just slams their fist on the table and they don't say anything, and the half elf next to you says, "I told you to just spit it out or get out of here before we start beating you up."
You're gonna beat me up? All right. I will. I know when I am not wanted. Then I come back to the group and I go, yeah. Well, I didn't work out the way I was expecting.
I scoot in. Sorry about him. No, I don't.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You could do that, and maybe you'll gain.
I don't need to read these people because I don't have a plan of what to ask.
Maybe you'll gain favor with them. Maybe just through the distaste of lizard folk.
Sorry about him. He's a little eager to make friends.
I think it's always best, like best practice is if you get into like troublesome situation with somebody might end up having a grudge with you or something like that. They don't really like you. The best thing to do at that point is to send in the one person who is completely unique on this whole continent, so that they for sure remember what this group was when they'll be able to be like, it's that group with that one walking cat.
Yeah.
This is a mask.
Yeah, it's
This is a hyper-realistic mask that I'm wearing, in case you're wondering.
damn.
Sorry about him. He's a little eager to make friends.
Yeah. You point over to him and he's at like another table trying the same thing without success. It's like, yes, it's now on, what's it called? In retrospect, perhaps I should have talked to Goldbird a bit more about his friend. So wait, so when you guys came here before, it was not as busy?
No, it was very busy. We decided to single out 2 people, and we sat down, and they didn't mind making conversation with us. But we didn't really. I think we got the pirate stuff out of them. Yeah, I think they were the ones who told us about the Black Blade Company. But then, like, if you tried to press them on anything, that implied they were not upstanding citizens. They were like, why are you asking about... No. In a way that makes me think maybe they are actually upstanding citizens and are just like, why are you being weird?
Probably, yeah. And they don't know about any people that dislike Warforged. I was going to say, because that's the other angle. But no. Barrel. You come here often, as you say. Is there any time where...
just every now and then, yeah?
Yeah, you come here all the time. Is there a less busy time this bar is open? This tavern?
So yeah, when at sunrise, before we get in.
Okay. I imagine that's also when they meet the supplier as well.
Well, I think buying the keg, I thought was just about like getting the bartender alone.
Yeah, that's what as well. Yeah, but I was thinking maybe if we, but then that's actually a long plan.
It's a long time to wait, and then we're ambushing him. He's really gonna hate us.
Yeah. Probably don't wanna sneak. Probably don't. Yeah. We just have to find. Maybe I'll find Goldbird again one day. Where do they make wheels? I have tried little, but I am all out of ideas. Let's go. Goldbird. Goldbird was a human, wasn't he?
Are you heading out of the Pink Pony?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much else to do.
Hmm. What direction are you heading? Are you heading back homewards or?
Is it late?
Not particularly.
If we were to stand outside for a bit,
Is the famous pirate ship here?
No.
He hasn't docked yet. Okay.
Yeah. This happens like in town, right? Like there's like other buildings around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any like alleyways between this building and other buildings?
Yeah.
Ooh. If we were to like stand outside a bit as we recollect ourselves after our attempts, do we notice anyone going in or out the alleyways? Perhaps.
No.
Nah, didn't think so. Didn't think so.
Are you just staying at the front of the tavern?
Just for a little bit, just as we recollect ourselves on what we're doing.
Sure.
What else is around here? Is there anything anybody knows about anywhere around here that they want to check in on? No.
Well, I'd like to go to the Church of the Phoenix. At some point, though. We've been there once before.
All right.
But that's kind of like a personal thing. You guys don't have to go with me.
All right.
Well, I assume you're starting to walk away from the tavern then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You quite quickly notice that you are being followed.
Great.
Yes. We're just like, nobody react, but I think there is someone following us. What do we do here? Maybe we take a turn into a dark alley.
If we have to fight them and it gets really ugly, the people are going to be mad at us.
I don't think it's like fighting. It's more to. Oh, they might fight us. Yeah.
I assumed they were following us to beat us up.
Oh, you think so?
That's what I thought, but maybe I completely misread. Like, cause
You're being followed by, as far as you can tell. Actually, you can go ahead and try like a sly perception check if you want to see. As far as you can tell, it's just like one person.
oh, okay.
Sly perception. Oh, I don't know how I've done it.
Perception.
Adi has done contemporarily blind. Makes sense. Entirely oblivious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, as far as you can tell, it seems like it's just one person behind you.
Okay, then yeah, sure. We'll walk into a dark alley. And
Maybe, yeah.
allow them to approach.
Sure. Are you like ready to? Are you drawing your hidden weapons and ready to attack or something? Are you prepared for combat? Are you rolling initiative?
I mean, if I was following someone and they like were wary enough to take out a weapon, I'm not sure I would blame them. You're scared. You're protecting yourself. That's okay. But no.
Okay. So you duck out into this alley, and then a little bit later, this human who you think was following you walks into the alley as well and just kind of stares at you. As I assume you kind of stare back. And yeah, they say you're making quite some noise there.
My apologies. I'm a light drinker.
Sorry, the person with high charisma isn't here today.
So you believe. The person just says, what are you looking for?
I feel it's time to be blunt.
You want to be blunt with the random stranger that has followed us?
Yeah.
All right.
Above table, what I'm thinking is we say that we heard about the meeting place,
Yeah.
and then try and judge his reaction on like, oh, that's bad. Oh, you're interested. That's good. So, and if it's bad, then we can maybe like back it up, like walk it back a little bit and being like,
Oh.
we don't hate the Warforged. We wanted to see what this meeting was like. We can say what we were there for, and then like change our intentions based on his reaction.
So what do you say?
Well, for
I
being
can go
honest.
for something.
Oh. What was that?
Artie will say, I'm looking for some vengeance.
The human says, okay, well, that doesn't say anything. Go on.
Well, I was drinking with a friend, and they informed me about a meeting in the Pink Pony, regarding a Warforged meeting, just to air out some grievances and such. And but unfortunately, I didn't write down the meeting time or the day. I was just trying to, you know how it is.
The person says, what's the code?
The code, right? Yes. Then he feigns checking his pockets.
Yeah, Zel. Yeah, Zel, what's the code?
Yes, the code.
Surely Goer told you the code.
Yes. I've left the code in my other pants. But
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts
Ooh.
using my
Okay.
telepathic feat, and I'm just gonna hope he is thinking of the code right now because he just asked for it.
He is not.
No, I guess I can't do that.
He is currently thinking, he's kind of,
How he's gonna kill us?
Yeah, how does he feel about us?
no, he's mostly just kind of, he's thinking that, he believes you're not the real deal, so to speak.
Oh,
That you're just some random people who happen to happened to come over here and not
Yeah.
Okay.
the right people.
Look, I did not get a code. Like I said, it was a friend of a friend. I was hoping. I didn't know you needed a code for your first meeting. I found out from Goldbert. What was his name? I'm a friend of you. Hopefully, if you're a part of this.
He looks at you and he says, no friend of yours, but what do you really think about the Warforged?
They are ticking time bombs, it seems. Made for war, and when there's no war, what happens next? They make it, right?
He says, all right, what else? How about one of your friends there? And he looks at Ari.
I mean, sorry. What was that prison called again?
Cold iron?
Cold Iron? I mean, do we really know what's going on behind the walls of Cold Iron?
The human says, what does that have to do with anything?
Isn't it a little suspicious that they keep coming up with new Warforged when the war's been over for years already?
Everything's connected, man.
Does anybody
It's all connected.
ever come out of Cold Iron?
He says, sounds like you've got some other issues going on. I asked about
You know-
Warforged.
I told you don't find it suspicious. They just keep coming and coming. The war's been over.
Mm-hmm.
He seems utterly confused by all of this, and he says, no, I don't find it suspicious. How about you then, Cat? What do you feel about the Warforged?
I feel that their creator is entirely self-interested, and there is no way that they can. It seems that they were created for a noble cause, but I don't see how they can stay that way when they are controlled by people who are benefiting so greatly. That made no sense. Jesus.
I'm gonna ask all of you to do like a group check of deception. You're not necessarily lying, but you're kind of trying to create this.
He's carrying us. I don't know. I can't make it not.
Finally. The person says, all right, well, I don't know what kind of group you are, but my name's Steel. Why don't you come over to the Pink Pony? come over behind the pink pony tomorrow at noon.
Could we get a code word?
He says, there's no code word.
It was a trick question.
It was a trick.
He says, we'll suss you out tomorrow and figure out how we'll continue on from here, okay?
Could I bring more of my anti-Warforged friends?
How many more?
Who's missing?
You already have the two with you.
Oh, they're with us? Oh, okay.
They're
No,
silently
never
standing
mind.
behind us.
They're
No,
silently
never mind
okay
then.
with all of this.
No, never mind. Just these two as well.
Yeah, he's just like, come back tomorrow at noon.
Okay.
And then he actually he just says bye and leaves.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, that's there you go. A spot of luck.
Well, good job. Good job, Zel. You did it.
I did do it, didn't I?
did.
I am a valuable member of the team. I should not have been put in reserve.
But I think
We also might,
yeah, what?
we also
sorry.
might have just like spilled all our secrets to just
That is also true.
some person.
But if
So
that
random,
is
random stranger.
It's okay. Artie can melt their brains if need be.
Yeah, I mean the ambassador did tell you to remember that trick in case you
What
lose.
trick? What trick?
it's
It's not a
not
trick. It's a normal book, guys.
It's a so normal book.
But yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it off today. And then next week when we have everybody together, we'll probably do the pink pony stuff first, and then maybe the judge meeting. But we'll see. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. So hopefully everyone had fun, and I'll see you all in 1 week, same time.
sounds good.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.